Anything goes with Alex and Dan. This the podcast that you need. You just gotta tune in. Let's go. Anything goes. A couple of guys that keep the convo popping. Intellectual, thought-provoking, interesting, and sometimes joking. Sharing their opinions. Join in and listen. Let's go. All about connection. You really just don't know what you're missing. Anything goes with Alex and Dan. Let's go.
What up, dude?
What up, bitch? I'm just kidding. That was
All
mean.
right.
That was mean.
Listen, getting right into it. I got a fucking dinosaur-sized bone to pick with you.
I almost thought you were gonna end that word with an ER, and was like,
Boner. Yeah.
I was like, all right, let's pick it. Look at that. Dude, look at those weld burns, man.
Today?
No, this was from when you were gone, and I had to weld for Austin. This shit hurts, man.
That long ago?
Yeah.
I got a fresh one, like, right there.
From today?
A couple days ago.
Oh.
Oh, it was a couple days ago.
All right, pick our bone. Let's go.
All right. So, we are with each other a lot, right?
Yeah.
50 hours just at work. We work out together, blah, blah, blah. I got a haircut on Saturday, and you have not told me anything about that yet.
I definitely noticed.
What's up?
I
babe?
definitely noticed the first day that we came back. I actually gotta turn you up slightly.
Yeah.
No, not you. You're good.
Okay.
I noticed it the first day we came back, and I was like, okay. I did have a critique though. I think
Go
you
ahead.
should do the sides a little bit shorter.
Like fade it.
Yep. I think you would look.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
like that. I like that sound.
I think you would look
There it goes.
fresh. Yeah, I think you would look fresh with it if you just fade to the side. Like even if it's just slightly, because you go get it cut, right? Or do you just cut it?
I cut it. No, this is all me, baby.
Yeah, if you were to go get a cut and they were to just slightly fade it, even
Yeah.
if it looked like this, like even an old fade, you would look mint.
Okay, where do you say? Where do you go?
I go.
Yeah, tell me where-
It's called the Lodge in Davison.
Oh, okay.
They'll
Well, I
fucking-
got
they'll
a
clean-
place near here. So.
Oh man, you got to go to this place. They'll clean you all up.
Oh,
They give you a hot towel. They lean you back. They wash your hair. Oh, I'm in heaven when I go.
lean back, wash your hair.
Yeah,
I ain't got much hair.
yeah.
I'm already balding. Like,
and that's what I'm saying. Like if you fade the sides, it'll take less noticeable, like from the top, and just put like bald it out on the side. Not even bald it, but like just a level shorter. I think you'd look friggity fresh.
right on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have to try. How much is it? Like run like $13, $15, or is it more?
No.
Well, that's where if I go somewhere and they're charging me more than 15, I don't see what's
I
worth
think
that.
I pay with a tip like $28.
Okay, exactly.
Yeah. So like that's when
What are you, a bad tipper?
No, the haircut
So what's your base? What's the base cut?
$21.
So you're only tipping
No, I'm
$7.
sorry. No, I'm sorry. So I pay. No, I lied. I lied. It's
Dig
it's
yourself out of
close
this
to-
hole.
No,
That's fine.
it's close to $28 because I include the I get my beard trimmed and then I get it washed. Then I leave a $10 cash tip because you can't put it on your cart. That's what I meant. It's a $10 cash tip. So
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
close to like $26, $27, $28 with the cut. Oh, I thought you got me something. I was like, you son of a bitch. But yeah. Then I leave a $10 cash tip. That's what I do.
Okay, that's
So
all right.
so I would say with the tip, it's like $36.
Okay.
It's well worth
Why do
it.
you get it? Why do you get a wash and everything? Does it just feel good?
Oh,
Or
it feels amazing to have somebody
and
else wash your head.
They charge you like another $10
It's like
or
$3.
something.
It's like $3. But then they charge for the beard cleanup too. They charge for everything. It's kind of ridiculous, but I love it there.
Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, it makes me really happy. Like us men don't get time. We don't spas and shopping and all that stuff. No, we get our fucking nails dirty and then we break our backs at work. We get weld burns that look like I got fucking chicken pox. And I go to the haircut and I get it cut and I get it washed and I enjoy myself. God damn it.
Are you done?
No, yeah,
just being a
no.
little...
Don't fucking judge me for going to get some me
I'm
time out
sorry.
here.
No, you go ahead. You do that. I'm single. I have all the me time I
actually go
want.
get my haircut almost just every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks?
Yep. I mean,
my
this has been
gosh.
2 weeks.
No wonder I never noticed it. It's always just like done. Always looking good, fresh.
You look good and fresh. Hold on, I gotta actually pop a tag
Yeah,
for you on
I
stream.
wasn't. Not.
No, you look no. Nah.
What?
What?
You're just gonna be straight up like that? You can be like, nah, you were fine. It was good.
You looked amazing, but now you look
Thank
better.
you. Exactly.
Yeah, see? So you gotta, I don't know, man. When I was reading through your Twitter, when you popped up on my tweet or my feed, and then I noticed that Chris Stefano liked your tweet, man. I thought that was gigantic, but you're like, nah, it's okay. They do it to everybody. So then I was like,
no, it wasn't. It's not that. I wasn't like trying to be like, oh, whatever. I just know him.
No, I know. No, I know. It's just so weird to like interact with people who are just like.
I think it's cool when people are like big like that still
100%.
interact.
100%.
I guess
we should go.
I want to.
If they're doing a Detroit show, I'd go. I'd go with you.
I want to know what kind. I know he's so expensive though, man.
You think so?
Yeah. Did you look at tickets for just to see how much the Hey Babe one was?
Yeah, but didn't you say the only ones that were left were like expensive tickets, or are they all that price?
Well, they can't be much lower, honestly. They know they're going to sell out.
The only reason that those tickets are more expensive is because of Sal and because he's a higher, like, if it wasn't for Impractical Jokers, I don't think that he would be at the level that he's at now. But
oh no,
I could be wrong.
No way. Like, I wouldn't even know who he was. Yeah.
I wouldn't have known about Hey Babe if it wasn't for you.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I mean, the only reason. What did I? Oh, it was Bill Burr. Bill Burr. I was listening to the Monday Morning podcast one morning, and he was talking about the Taste Buds. He's ranting and raving about it.
And then Taste Buds were talking about how he was ranting and raving about it. Yeah,
yeah.
Their podcast. They're so funny, man. Anyways, enough shameless plugging against those guys since they get enough of it.
They get enough, yeah. Plus, that's all they do is the whole episode themselves. They're just like talking about their own shows. Cracks me up. Oh, you're just gonna okay.
Sorry,
go ahead.
No, a friend of mine is interested in coming to work with us, so I'm sending her the information.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So that's what it was. Because she works for GM right now as a supervisor, and she's like,
what?
Yeah.
She's a supervisor at GM, and she wants to come to Napa.
70 hours a week.
Oh yeah. I can't even.
Yeah.
I hate
shift,
working more
at
than
4 a.m. Or no, she gets home at 4 a.m.
I hate working more than 40. Like I literally just, it's not for me, man. And I know there's people I know that there's people that work up to like 80, 90 fucking hours a week, like my brother. And I'm just like, no, I can't. I won't do it.
I used to work 60 hours a week when I lived in Tennessee. It was 12-hour days, 5 days a week. And I made like 80 grand in a year, but like I will never work third shift again, and I will never work that many hours a week. I will never do it again. The only thing, let me rephrase that. No, I can keep it that way. Like I don't consider like this work. Like this, I could do for 8 hours a week. Gaming and the networking. Give me 1 second.
You were talking about working.
Yeah, like this
hours
and the podcast and like streaming and the partnership thing that I'm getting ready to start doing. I could do that for 60 hours a week, like easy. But like actually going to work, I'll never do it again.
Yeah,
I just don't have to. I don't have to anymore. We don't have to. Like we're adults now, so we're like not comfortable, but we know we're living. We know where to live. You know, like in our means, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So I think that I just don't have to anymore, even though I'm not like comfortable. I'm comfortable financially, but like I'm not like, let's go to Florida next week, you know, or
no.
just dumb shit like that. But yeah, I just never do it again.
That's okay. One day you will.
I-
You're gonna get rich. How much can you talk about this management thing?
It's fully open. I can disclose everything now.
Like, have you talked about it a lot already, or can
Not
we just?
really, I don't think. 'Cause it
So
was-
what exactly are you doing?
let's say,
Since it's not on this podcast yet, so
yeah. So let's say, yeah, that's fair because it's gonna be posted somewhere else when I'm gonna create the channel tonight, by the way, and send you all the stuff. But
that's what you said last week, and that's what I said
there you
the
go.
last couple days.
There you go. So what I do is, let's say I find somebody and I'm like I found a guy. I just happen to be scrolling. Like I'm gonna probably stick to right now genres of video games that I know, like the Call of Duties and the role plays and just first person shooter type esque games. So I just
Are you gonna do like esports too, or?
yes, I'm gonna try and get some teams, but I'm gonna start small first, try to build up. But anyways, what I was doing was I was just sitting here one day. I think I was with Gus in the morning, maybe, and I was just scrolling through Warzone. Like I went to Twitch and I clicked the Warzone, so it showed all the people streaming Warzone, and I just went to somebody's stream, and he had like 300 people watching him. He's got like 41,000 people following on TikTok, like that type of thing. And I'm like, if I was going to start somewhere, it would be like small like that, So okay. What I need to do is I have a meeting sometime. I don't want to say soon, but I have a meeting sometime with Jake, the owner, and another one of the partnering managers, and they're going to show me immediately what to do after I make contact. Making contact with somebody I could do because I'm a people person. I can tell somebody that I can talk someone into believing that the sky's purple if I had to. So once I make contact, I need to know what the steps I need to take, what papers they need to sign, DocuSign information, where I need to go. Like I need to know step by step, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Boom, I send them their controller, and then give them their code access.
So what is the exact position? Because
it is a partnership manager. I will be managing partnerships within Alt Customs and Cinch Gaming. So keyboards and controllers.
And you're gonna basically get a hold of people and see if they want to be partners.
Essentially nobody's gonna turn it down because it's free money. There's really no,
unless they already have one.
Yes, unless they already have a sponsorship. But there's 3 custom controller sponsorships right now that are actually a thing. It's Scuff, which everybody knows of. It is Battle Beaver, which is second on the list, and then Cinch Gaming is right up behind it. So what we're trying to do is bypass Battle Beaver and to just take it over and be competitive with Scuff. The thing that is really setting Cinch apart from others is no one's doing custom PS5 controllers yet, or the new Xbox controllers, and Cinch is.
Oh, all right. Hell yeah.
So that's what's really setting them apart from everybody else. So now,
maybe if anybody can get a PS5. True.
But a lot of but the thing about it is I talked about it last week, but as of right now in September, Sony has either stopped or slowed down the production of PS4 controllers. So if you were to go to Walmart right now, there's a 75 to 80% chance that you can't buy one because they just don't have any.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
they're starting to just like be done with that.
They're starting to phase them out, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Like if you're not making enough PlayStation 5s for everybody in the world to own one and for people to stock up on, why are you phasing out PS4 controllers? You're just going to stop people from playing your games. Because if I break my controller right now and I can't go buy one, but I see Xbox
what else are you going to do?
In stock, they got controllers, I'm going to be like, fuck it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I think that they're bottlenecking. So what Cinch does is before you could custom build a controller at Cinch and they would send you one for PS4, but now you have to send yours in. So
okay. Yeah. Well, that is cool. Do you have anybody? I guess you probably couldn't say, but do you have anybody in mind?
I do. I have one person, the guy I was just talking about. So
gotcha.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to show me what I need to do and what to do, so I'm not like stonewalling this kid. Like, okay,
you just kind of, hey, I don't know.
By the way, I don't know what to do.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So, which I'm sure the kid's nice. I mean, he's a pretty cool kid. I've been talking to him, so I'm sure he'd be nice. I told him I was interested in doing it, but I just didn't tell him when. So I'm gonna have my meeting. I'm gonna have my meeting with everybody, and then immediately after that, I'm gonna be like, boom, hit the ground running. Like I have ideas for events. So something that I did before was it was like a recruitment challenge for partners for a company, and like they had like 5,000 people apply, and I made it in like the top 250. I think I'm gonna do something like that, and I'm just gonna bring the partners to me. That way, I don't have to search anybody out.
Smart.
They supply me with their information. They supply me with their channel information, their stats, and then I go yes, 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 no, 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 and then the work is done for me. I literally just go click, sign, boom. Here's your controller, or keyboard, or mouse, or whatever it is that they're getting, because any partner gets a free controller. Like I get one, so they're just gonna they got to build mine and send mine out so I can use it for promotional purposes and use it to play.
Right.
So.
Man, you know, the day that you come in and you say, yeah, I'm officially quitting, it's going to be so sad for me.
Why?
Because I won't be able to see your beautiful face every day.
You're a goddamn liar. You treat you are you.
Are you coming at me like this right now?
Yes.
Do
way
we
you
need to
treat
talk
me
this out?
No, because it's gonna end in fisticuffs.
No, we won't.
Yeah.
I'm calm right now.
Now
calm, Dan.
Oh, calm, Dan.
This is teddy bear, Dan.
I don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't work with you anymore, so.
Yeah, you're on the other side of the shop.
And you'll never come screaming. You're just gonna text me going, I don't care. Yeah. I literally never have to come on your side of the shop again, so we're just gonna see each other in the gym.
I'm just gonna call you on Discord until you get off your phone.
Fuck that. Don't worry.
Are you excited to be on the other side?
No.
You're not?
No, not really. That's so dirty.
Less hours.
No, I don't even care. Our boss, I'm not gonna say names, literally told me that I could still come in and work the 10 hours so I could do 2 hours a day with you guys. And I was like, no.
Right. Why would you? I mean,
it's nice, but
we just got done talking. We don't want to work more than 40 hours.
The paychecks have been nice. So so no Saturdays. But if they ask you guys to come in on a Saturday, depending on what week it is, I'll be like, I'll come in for 6 hours.
Yeah, and then I'll stay home.
I will go home because I have no obligation to be there. If I walk in there and you're not there, I'm turning around and leaving.
I'll be like, hey, Alex, go in Saturday for me. And I'll be like, Dean, he said yeah.
I would do that. I would do that. If somebody was like, hey, Alex, can you work for me Saturday? I'd be like, yeah. Once I get more comfortable doing the bodies and stuff like that, again, if you wanted me to work a Saturday for you, I would.
Okay.
Though I would love to say I would love to say at the end of that sentence because I know you do it for me, but that is a goddamn lie.
No, I'm serious. Honestly, yeah, that is a lie. I would not ever fucking not in a million
you
fucking
let
words.
That up so nice where you're like, no, seriously, I'd work for you, but you're like, no, that's a lie. That would be a lie.
It's such a lie. Yeah, I would never.
You would never. You really would.
I've done it. I have done it a bunch, like throughout the years, and it's always okay. This is how it goes.
One-sided.
Sit there. Yeah, you always like, yeah, I'll take your shift. I'll do this. I got you back. Blah blah blah. The next thing you know, you got something going on. Hey, I need you to cover my shift. Remember that one time?
Yeah.
Oh no, there's no way I can. So I'm like, I'm done. I don't work for other people.
That's funny that you would actually think I would ever do that to you.
I didn't say that you. What is that? Why is it always about you?
That's the premise that you are basing our relationship on. Is somebody else.
You know what? I'll tell you what. If you were to do it for me, I would return.
So I got to do it for you first?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my gosh, what type of fucking relationship do we have? You're all froze up. There you go. You're good.
Well, here.
Not with the way you fucking talk to people at work. You piss me off, man.
Thing. Can I say something real quick?
Sure, you go ahead, Dan.
Just so you know, like if I'm all freezy and whatever, I had to switch to Wi-Fi because I don't know, my Ethernet cord was gone. So I apologize if. No, it's not gone. It's not connected. Like I turned the computer on, it wasn't connecting. I popped in my Ethernet adapter or my Wi-Fi adapter and was like, "Fuck it, I'll figure it out later."
Okay.
So I apologize for any issues.
No, it was just the one time. We've been talking for 30 minutes now, so it was just the one time.
Right. Okay, so here's the next bone. We're at second bone into the ribs.
All right.
Did you do your homework?
No.
No.
No. Did you?
No. Yeah, of course.
Right.
Of course.
What was the movie I told you to watch?
It was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Enter whatever.
Who's the main character's name?
Miles Morales.
Yeah, you actually watched it, didn't you?
Kingpin. He makes portals and all the other fucking Spider-Man come in.
Did you
the
like
world.
the movie?
It was okay. I can't say I didn't like it. It was fine. Voice acting could have been better.
What? Oh my god! Oh my god, man!
I only said that to piss you off. It was fine. It was a good movie. I only fell asleep twice.
What? You really fell asleep during Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? You're a shitty person.
I know. I'm sorry. I literally like
suck.
Like once it started going, I'm like, okay, I get it. And then I'd wake up and
there
I'm
was
like,
a twist and turn at every fucking corner.
Twist and turn.
Yes.
Yeah, because they're in New York. There's a lot of streets.
How about the Stan Lee cameo? Did that do anything to you?
That has never done anything for me in any of the movies. I like how mad it makes every person I've ever told that. It's fine. It's Stan Lee. We get it. He's in every fucking movie. We get it. He's did cameos for before he died. He did it for like 17 different movies. So after he died, he was still there. I get it. Yay. So you didn't watch Parasite. What's up with that?
Because
you made this segment happen.
I guarantee you that as soon as that call ended, I completely forgot about it.
That's hilarious. That's great.
That's definitely what happened.
Cool. I guess that was the end of that.
No. You just gotta remind me.
no, it's fine.
You said you needed to send me some log information to watch it, don't I? Didn't you?
I'm sorry. You gotta say that one more time.
Login information. Isn't it on one of the? You say it was on Amazon? Was it on Amazon?
It's on Hulu. Oh, Parasite is not. No, I think you might actually have to
rent it.
Like rent it or buy it from Amazon.
Spider-Man's actually on Hulu?
Yeah.
Oh, so I gotta pay to watch a fucking movie, and you get one for free. All right.
I will literally give you the money.
It's not.
Issue.
That's not.
I literally said that last time. No, it's fine. I get it. You just don't have time. Don't have time.
I didn't have the memory capability to remind myself. Watch this movie before we talk to Dan next week. You also could have reminded me. So this is
you could have went.
This
been
is
like,
much
hey,
your fault as it is mine.
I hate you.
It's like 60-40 right now. Probably you more.
Not once were you like, hey, you're gonna watch that movie for real, right?
That's why you need to remind us.
By the way, this was all bullshit. I literally didn't watch the movie. I have no fucking clue. I was all bullshit. I totally forgot until 2 seconds ago about it too. That's why I brought it up. I swear to God, every single thing I just said was bullshit. It was pretty good though, wasn't it? You believed my ass. I literally read the summary of the fucking.
Then anything goes. All right.
I read the summary and I was like, "Oh, Kingpin, portal. Okay, cool, got it."
You looked up Cliff Notes in the middle of a podcast. You are shit, Gus. Pull it up.
Flip it. Yeah.
You are a terrible person. ×2.
Yeah, I know. I never said I wasn't. But it was good. It worked.
I hate you so fucking much.
Your literal reaction was, "Oh my God, you actually did watch?"
Yeah, I kind of felt bad.
Kind of felt bad. No, you didn't. Even if I remind you every day, you're still not going to watch that movie.
That's false.
Okay,
that's true.
I do recommend it though. It's very good, and I will. I'll really try to watch. But I mean, I intended on watching it.
You had no intention because you just said.
I honestly did. Like it was like during the weekend. I was like, man, we'll just watch that. Let's check it out. And then I just never really did. So I kind of intended to. I'm sorry.
I fucking hate you.
I know.
Hold on.
I should have just kept it going. It just made you believe that I fucking did. Oh, I did go see the new Candyman
Yeah, I heard it was
in
shite.
theaters. Who said that? Like
did.
reviews? I
You
did
did.
not. I said I loved it. I love anything Jordan Peele does. Jordan
Twitter
Peele wrote
hated it too. Twitter hated it too.
Oh, I'm getting all blurry. What? Who? Twitter? Who? What?
People on
From
Twitter.
what?
People talking
Like
about
just
it on
people
Twitter.
in general?
Yeah, quite a lot of people. They said it was ass for the one of the same reasons as you said you didn't quite like it all the way.
Well, I feel, yeah, exactly. They
Wasn't a horror movie. Yeah, they made it
right.
too
They
political.
why did they put a horror movie into that type of political social commentary?
Like I get it. Like Get Out, like that. Perfect.
That's right. Well, that's
Perfect.
also the point of it.
Exactly. But
Candyman doesn't have anything to do with that stuff. I mean, I guess you could, but you don't. The whole thing is they could have touched on it and then been like, okay, here's the scaries, and had fun with it. But no, they literally ham-fisted this fucking like
political
social
agenda.
justice, fucking racial justice stuff. That's just like,
which I'm
are
all
you
for
trying to
using
make
the platform to spread the
not for horror,
not for horror movies.
not for horror movie, not for Candyman.
I also disagree with that, but yeah, not for movies who already have set premises of being just a horror movie, and then someone going, Etch a Sketch. Now we're doing social justice.
Well, here's funny. The funny thing about the movie is like they go off of the original, like it's canon, right? So
Yeah.
the original movie happened, and it's after many years after.
Yeah, I mean, aren't all of them? Isn't 2 the same way? Or no, 2
I
was
don't know.
pre.
I haven't watched those ones. I watched the original one, and
There's
I
only
haven't
2.
watched 2. There's 3.
Now,
No, there's Candyman 1, 2, and 3. I didn't watch 2 or 3. And
I don't think I watched 3. I think
this
I
is
definitely watched
Candyman
2.
2021. But yeah, I didn't watch 2. I mean, I never even. It wasn't even on my radar. I've watched the first one, the original.
Yeah,
a couple
everybody
times.
has. Yeah, it was a good movie. You know, it wasn't bad, but to just essentially destroy.
But so they take that and they just add on to that storyline, right? But what they do is they basically take the first storyline and they change it up to make it different to go with that.
I don't want to talk about this anymore because this is irritating me.
It really, that's the only thing that bothered me. The actual movie. Oh yeah, I went to the theaters. I go to the theaters like quite a bit actually.
I need to go to the movies again.
Back up.
They got Paw Patrol coming out.
Hell yeah!
Shit, man, Chase is on the case.
Once they open back up, so the first movie I went back to go see in the theaters was Get Out. Why did I say that?
A Quiet Place.
A Quiet Place Part 2. Fantastic.
That was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, and that one is really good if you just go from if you watch 1 and then you go straight to 2, because it literally cuts 1, you start 2, and it just keeps going. Fantastic. John Krasinski, the dude that made him, I think that's his name.
You like him?
Oh yeah, I've been a fan of him since The Office.
You need to watch 13 Hours.
13 Hours. I've seen him in what was another one?
The show? Jack Ryan?
He's in a show, Jack Ryan.
It's a good show as well. I've watched that too.
I haven't seen
13 Hours is on Hulu, so it's a free watch for you.
Okay. What is that one about?
The Benghazi situation.
And that is?
I actually want you to look it up. You can
no,
look it
I'm
up.
not doing
because I'm not going to. Why? You've already done it once and lied to me about something. I actually want you to look it up so you can form your own opinion on it. TLDR.
Can you just tell me?
TLDR. They're at embassy in Benghazi, which is overseas, obviously. Bunch of people, SEALs, whatever it is. They're there. They start getting attacked. Apparently, it's the whole Hillary Clinton thing that she was well aware of and did nothing about it. She just left everybody for dead, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
and he plays one of the guys there. The 13 hours is that they were in the firefight and in the shit, the tick for 13 hours. So then he's the main star of the movie, and it's a fantastic movie. And then Jack Ryan is off from a book, so, and he does well in that movie too, really well, or that show. Sorry.
Right on. Yeah, I'll have to start making a list. I got Spider-Man in 13 hours so far from you. Something better be good.
They're both fantastic.
Okay, I believe you.
That movie.
Someone asked, "Have you guys ever seen the movie Shiloh?" I don't think I have. That sounds really familiar.
That's about the dog.
Yeah, I know the dog, but I don't think I've actually seen the movie. If I have, I was a child. It's old, right?
Yeah. Hey, I have a question.
So, okay, go ahead.
On your stream, are you only using one monitor?
Yeah.
You have an overlay popped up? There it goes.
Yeah, see?
Are you sharing Discord or are you just sharing your screen?
My screen.
Everything looks backwards to me. Oh well.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. Your XSplit, all that type of stuff is just mirrored for some reason.
Oh, it is for me too, to be honest.
It's not like that on my stream though. That's weird. It does for you also, Levi? I'm watching my stream. It looks different on his. Like, watch. I can't show you guys. But anyways.
I'll have to figure out a way to get that fucking thing off the top because that just annoys everybody, including myself.
I don't think it annoys anybody but you.
Well, it definitely annoys me.
Why are you yawning, man? Oh, I'm going to enjoy my extra hour of sleep. Oh.
Dude, you can't just throw that down my throat like that.
I had no idea that my schedule was going to change.
Yeah. What do you mean? They have been working 8 hours for
the whole,
ever.
It's gonna,
and then you go to that line. You're
gonna go back to 10.
Are they gonna make? They're gonna make you work 2 hours by yourself on the line.
No, I didn't process the fact that they're down to 8 hours.
They are gonna go back to 10. I guarantee it. Next week you'll start 10s again.
No, they're not, because I'm about to rock that shit. Robert, he was just like, yeah, I don't do anything. I just weld it and help him set the body. The guy that he literally does everything else.
Yeah, because it's not much after that. Honestly, it's the fuel fill and.
No, I do the fuel. I do everything chassis related. I do the fuel fill. I set the body.
He does the body.
He does the lights. He tightens it down. He does everything. I literally weld it, set the body down,
Osmos.
And send it. But the guy is back there with me. Like, he's with me. He's doing the body. He's doing the lights and running the lights and stuff like that before I send it.
Right.
He does all the inverter stuff. I set the body and I just walk
away.
He was like, Robert was like, I wanted to do more, but this guy's just so.
He's just on it.
Go. Robert was like, I'm not gonna fucking bust my ass. So I was like, they brought the wrong guy over here. I'll tell you what. Or the right guy, because I'm not doing shit.
The right guy. God damn it.
I tell you
that
what,
just makes me so jealous.
The other two guys you work with are just so happy that I'm gone. They're so happy that they get to work with the other guy.
I mean, whatever. Nothing's gonna happen. I don't know what our boss thought was gonna happen when he did this, but they all know I'm not gonna. I'm not.
Just when a flatbed comes down, you're gonna have to put the U-bolts on, tighten them, and.
No, I don't. I just gotta weld it.
You have to tighten the U-bolts before you weld the shoe straps. Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen?
You tighten the shoe straps and they just bounce around, or the U-bolts and they bounce around.
Not my problem.
It's literally your problem. Like you were saying. You see this attitude, guys? That is every day for every situation.
That's me at work. I swear to God.
It's the literal.
He'll ask me to do the simplest shit, and I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
I'm like, hey man, can you help me with this? How was your day? And he's like, it's not my problem. I'm like,
it's fucking. Usually, the first time you talk to me is like 5:40 in the morning, and I don't want to talk to nobody.
You are a talkative person in the morning. You are in a good mood.
In the morning?
Yes,
no,
you're
I'm
like
not.
you are boastful. You're like, hey, how are you? You're like, or you start cracking jokes that early. So I'm like, oh, he's awake. I don't want to talk at all, but when you start cracking jokes, I'm not just gonna be like,
don't lie.
I'm not. To who?
To everybody, whoever's watching.
Ain't nobody
you're lying.
watching. I got Sean in here and make magic happen.
You lying to him.
I'm not lying to them.
Most importantly, you're lying to me. Stop doing that.
Stop doing what?
Yeah, I know. He's telling me to get 2 monitors. You bought. All right. Let me get on that. Let me go to Walmart real quick.
Literally
Please.
do it. Go get a TV and an
Literally.
HDMI cord.
Literally.
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 Or
No, yeah, I really do plan on doing it. I just haven't yet.
it's all right, man. It's all right. Ain't no rush on it.
It's okay. No rush. Yeah, it's my life. So what's new? What you do? What you been doing? What did you do last weekend? This weekend? What are you doing this weekend?
Last weekend, I got drunk with the girls, Whitney and met Carter and Gus and Sean, and we played a game called Valorant. I got super addicted, super fast. And
oh, I've heard of that. Is it hard?
No, it's fun. Well, it's
fun.
like CS:GO, but modern with powers. It's like a mix between Overwatch and CS:GO.
Okay.
So it's super fun and free if you're interested. And
it is free?
It's free. Yeah, you just download it.
Oh, okay.
A couple of gigs, 17, 20, whatever, something like that, small. And they got me fucking hooked. I think we played for like 8 hours like each day. Monday, Tuesday.
Wow.
Yeah. I actually got so drunk that I threw up.
No shit.
Yeah, and I didn't
on
drink.
Camera?
No. I was just sitting here, playing Valorant, and then next thing you know, I'm sitting still watching the screen, like the guy move, and then everything was like this.
Oh yeah.
And I scooped my mic up, moved the mouse up, stood up, walked to the bathroom, and just. But I mentally, I was not drunk. Like, I was fine. I was carrying on conversations. I was fine. But my body, I didn't think I ate enough that day and got kind of chasing it back. But everybody who plays with me and knows me, like, this cup right here, I can make a Jack and Coke. Like, you can see how large the cup is. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like this full of ice, maybe this much Jack, and the rest of the Coke.
A whole can.
A whole can of Coke. So it's not much Jack. I just like Jack and Coke because it tastes good.
Yeah.
So I'll sip on it, and eventually I'll get intoxicated. So that's just what I do. I'll go through a whole fifth in a weekend, but it'll take me 20 hours of drinking.
Time.
Yeah, the whole time. So, and I was just like, Gus texted me. He was like, "I'm ending your stream. I hosted somebody already," and after I threw it all up, I came back. I was completely fine. Gus shut down.
You were ready to go.
I was still kind of intoxicated. I had a nice buzz, but me and Gus, we had a full conversation about a new game that's coming out, what we wanted to play, endless stuff. We were just a full-fledged conversation. So I just had to expel the demons.
Oh man.
But yeah, I haven't
puke in a long time.
That was the first time for me in a very, 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 very long time.
The last time was I was actually in public.
No.
And I got kicked out.
Did you throw up on the floor? Red Robin is a fucking family restaurant. What are you doing so drunk at a Red Robin?
Oh no, what Red Baron.
The bar?
Yeah.
I was like, Red Robin, motherfucker, they got hamburgers and shit there. You could have ate a lot of food.
Endless fries, man.
Yeah, man. Sheesh.
I got that wrong. I'm sorry. No, it was at Red Baron, and I was day drinking. It was a bad time in my life. A long time ago. And it was actually me and my mom went up, and we got some food.
With your mom?
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, fucking, she'll drink anybody under the table.
Okay, that's a mom right there.
So we got a little bit of food, and then we just started drinking, and then my brother ended up showing up, and he threw in fireball shots and this and that. So what it was I got this beer that was like, it was called Zombie Killer.
Okay.
And it tasted so good. It was like drinking a soda. I swear to God. Well, apparently it was like 10.5% alcohol
How much?
and 10.5%.
Oh my God.
And I had like 4 of them. And then I had like 3 shots of Fireball, and it all hit me like at once, and it was so fast. I literally just was like half like spewing out onto the floor as I ran to the bathroom. And I went to the bathroom and I ended up throwing up. And I sat down on the toilet and I fell asleep. My brother had to literally wake me up and help me leave the building.
I've only been thrown out of one bar, and it was for a very, 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 very dumb reason. So when I lived in Tennessee, there's this bar. You paid the cover charge of whatever it was. Let's say it's $10. When you pay your cover charge, you get a ticket, like a raffle ticket. You walk up to the bar and you give them your ticket, and you're like, I want this beer, Bud Light, Miller, whatever comes in the bottle. You can slam that beer right there, give them the bottle back, and get another beer for free. You can do that all night.
Is it just a certain bar that does that?
Yeah. That's
you buy one beer and
you buy. You don't even buy the beer. You pay your cover charge. So whatever.
It's like a nightclub or something.
No, it's a bar. It's an actual bar. It's split in half. They have one side country where they do other line dancing. Like I said, I lived in Tennessee at the time. The other side, they have like the hip hop and the other, whatever side it was. You could do both, whatever it is. You could bump a grind or you can line dance, whatever you want to do. But you literally walked in there with a ticket when you paid your cover charge, and it wasn't much. It could have been between $10 and $20 to get into the bar. And when you got in, you got your ticket, and you could drink for free all night. All you had to do was turn in your bottle, and you got another one immediately after.
Damn, dude, that is
you
insane.
Could get thrashed and have the most fun of your life for $20. So
Jesus.
What I did is I was sitting there and I was on the hip hop side and had this really cool song on, and I was sitting there talking to a friend, and the guy, and I was like, I think I was like tapping my beer, and like my head was turned to the bartender. You ever see those bartenders where they're like 45 years old, but they still dress to be 25 and they act that age too? Like they think that they're the shit. Yeah. So he was one of them. So he was like, hey man, quit tapping your beer. And I was like, hey, whatever, my bad. So, oh shit, I didn't turn that off. Hold on. I got my alert box on, so that interrupted. So what happened was I got in this conversation again, and I guess a catchy song came on, and my head was still turned. I was talking to my friend, and I guess I was tapping my bottle on the counter. And it was packed. Like we were pressed up against the counter, and I couldn't have been tapping it kind of not he couldn't have heard it. He had to have just seen me doing it. So he snatched the bottle out of my hand, threw it up against the wall so it broke into the trash can. And fucking at this time I was a bit smaller, but I was larger in muscle mass. So I'm like looking at him, and he could see, and he was like 5'7", and he weighed like 130 pounds, and he had a little faux hawk on, a little whack ass beaded necklace, a tight tank top, and some like bell bottom pants. And I'm like, I will fucking murder you if you like do that again. But I just looked at him, and then he just like looked up at the top, because where it went up there were stairs, and he pointed at the bouncers to come down, and they came down, and they were like, hey man, he asked you to leave. And I told him the situation. Like we went off to the court, like we walked outside, and I was like, this is what happened. They're like, that's dumb as fuck, but unfortunately the bartenders at the end of the night, they tip out, so they share tips with the bouncers. If they don't do what the bartender asks, they don't get any tips. So he was like, I literally have no choice but to ask you to leave. And these guys were like fucking like two of my arms and some fucking jet black shirts. Like they could have just beat the fuck out of me right there, but they were like, hey man, what's going on? And he was like, get this fucking kid out of here. So I walked up top, and I was like, this is what happened. They looked at me like, really? And I was like, yeah man, I was just there waiting for him to get done. I didn't even ask him for another beer because he was so busy. I waited for him to be done. and I was tapping my bottle to a song, and I got kicked out for it. And I was like, you still live in your mom's basement and probably don't pay taxes, you worthless piece of shit.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was the only time I've ever been kicked out of a bar.
The first time I got kicked out was pretty dumb too. It was we're with my
Keep
buddy,
talking.
my best friend.
I gotta do something real quick.
All right, my best friend Ryan's bachelor party. We went bar hopping. We didn't plan on going bar hopping, but we ended up doing that because we got kicked out. And we were sitting at a table, and it was us. It was the whole group. It wasn't a whole bunch of people. It was like maybe 8 to 10 of us. It was the beginning of the night, and so it wasn't everybody yet. But we were at the bar, we're at a table, and we're doing our drink, we're doing our thing, and we're not even being loud. Like, we're just having normal conversation. It's just there's 8 people, and my friend Ryan, he's naturally loud anyways. He's just a loud guy.
You said
I
your
guess.
friend Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was his bachelor party.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, we're having a good time, and I guess the bar had a couple of grouchy old men sitting in it because they kept complaining about us.
Yeah.
Being too loud. But literally the conversation me and you are having right now, that's about as loud as we could get. But it was like 8 of us. So
you guys overtalked each other, and the accumulation of all the voices made it loud.
sure. I mean, either way, it shouldn't have been a huge issue at all because we're at a bar.
And who reported you? I missed that.
Some old dude at the bar. There's 2 old dudes at the bar, just like, "Don't be loud." And so a waitress comes over and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna have to ask you guys to be quiet because
that would have set me
you're
off.
you're making other people mad and blah blah blah." And Ryan, that exactly, because if you knew him, you know.
That's your brother.
He's like, "What do you?" No,
your friend.
My brother wasn't there.
Yeah,
my friend.
Yeah.
He was like, "What do you mean? We're just sitting here talking. We're at a table. We have 8 people at a table. Why do you have 8 chairs at a table if you don't want 8 people sitting here talking?" They're like, "Hey, we're just saying this. We're just relaying the message. These guys are pissed off. You guys are being too loud. They're trying
to leave."
And so Ryan's like, "Okay, whatever." And they leave. We keep going. And so at this point, my friend, he gets purposely louder. So we already figured this was going to happen. And it was there's a bar here. You walk across the parking lot, there's another bar. So it's not like we're going to miss out anything. And of course, 10 minutes later goes by and she does the same thing again. And he's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So then he gets to the point where he's just being obnoxious. And that's when they're like, "Yeah, you're going to have to leave." And so he's like, "Okay, that's fine." And we just pay our tab and go to the next bar. And we walk in to the next bar. And Ryan, of course, walks in. And at this point, he's already been drinking a little bit. So he's a little tipsy. And he goes up to the bar, or the doorman. He's like, "Hey, man, motherfucking bar next door just fucking kicked us out. You gonna kick us out for being loud?" And he's like, "Bro, I ain't gonna kick nobody out for having a good time." And so we went there for a couple hours, and we ended up going over to one of our buddies' house. And we had, a fire type of. It was a fun time. I actually got to the point where it was in the middle of the night. I was doing shot to shot with another friend of ours.
Fuck that, man.
And he's a drinker, and I've never been a huge drinker. I'll do it sometimes or whatever, but there's 4 to 5 isolated instances where I just got hammered, and this is one of them. So I'm doing shot for shot with this guy, and I'm getting wasted. We're sitting by the bonfire, and I ended up falling asleep in this weird sitting position by the fire, and I fall over onto the grass. And all I remember is I literally wake up in the middle of my days, and the dude that was drinking with me, he's literally carrying me like fucking Cinderella, and I'm
fucking Harry Potter being dragged by Hagrid and shit.
And I'm just
tell me you've seen Harry Potter.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I would have.
I'm like, my head's like banging, and I wake up. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, don't worry, Dad, I've got you, brother. And he like lays me on his couch and covers me up and shit.
Aw.
And then I wake up, I throw up all over his fucking floor and couch, and I go to Ryan's wedding because we woke up and he's like, yeah, we're late, dude. We're late. I'm getting married in like 2 hours, and you're my fucking ride. And I'm like, okay, cool. And literally
completely hungover, still probably drunk.
And so we leave. So we leave, and the dude, I don't think he's talked to me ever since because there was fucking puke everywhere.
I think you told me the story at work.
I think I have to.
Yeah, I think
I've told you at work. Yeah,
when I was younger, one of my best friends was in the military, so he had his military ID. The hotels around here, they, usually got to be like 21 to rent a hotel room. They were like,
yeah,
they didn't care. Like, as long as they got paid, they didn't
care.
Yeah. So what he would use is his military ID, and they would just see the military, and they wouldn't check his date of birth, and he would pay for the room. For my 20th birthday, we rented out a whole floor, and it was, I think it was like $120 because of how cheap the hotel was. We had like 30 people there between like all of us. Yeah. That was one of the funnest nights of my life, but one of the worst nights of my life as well, because I drank a fifth of R&R. You know what R&R is? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I've had it, but I know what it is.
Do not drink it. It is the literal bottom shelf of the barrel that you could get. Like, they dip it in rubbing alcohol and put brown dye in it to make it look like, bourbon or whiskey, whatever it is. So, dude, I remember getting there and I was drinking like regular drinks, just like beers and stuff like that. All I remember that night is sitting down next to this fine ass Asian woman, and all I remember doing is talking. I believe that we made out, and then that is the rest of the night. And apparently, her and I and like a couple other people were like running around on the floor, and like I was in my boxers, she was in like her undergarments, and we were just fucking booking it, like just having a blast.
Oh shit.
I got so drunk. My best friend's name is Cynthia, and she at the time lived in Lansing, but she had come up to Flint for the night. I called her at like 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning going, I am at this hotel and I think I am dying. She got out of bed, drove up to the hotel, and was like, is he okay? The floor is full of people, and I'm in a bed. Like, I am zonked. Yeah. What's up, baby? Okay. So I am slumped, and I apparently passed out on her way up there. So she gets there and she's like, Alex, I'm here. Is everything okay? And I looked at her and was like, thank you for coming, and immediately passed back out. I said 3 words to her after she drove all the way up there. Thank you for coming. And it was done until the next morning.
Oh shit.
The worst part about it is at this time, my parents did not know that I drank. So when I get to my house, I was locked out the next morning because they left, like they had gone somewhere. So I did not have my keys because I have no idea where they're at. I had to crawl through my bathroom window, which it was, I don't know, I'm 6 foot plus an arm length. So you know how tall that is. I had to have my best friend lift me up, crawl stomach first in the bathroom, over my toilet, down my toilet, so I can unlock the door, while being absolutely obliterated still and hungover. Worst experience I've ever had. And I will never, every time I see that drink on the shelf at a store, I gag.
You won't. No.
I gag.
Oh, yeah.
I gag.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I bet.
That's
why I can't drink Fireball anymore.
My dad got, rest in peace, old man. Love you. But that was his drink of choice when I got married, and he passed out in my garden.
Oh, really?
He's like 40 something. He's like 40 something years old, and he was doing shots, and he was just got obliterated on Fireball. and was like, and I had to like lift my father up and put him in his truck so my mother can take him home. And he like stood up with bricks, like, because my flower barn was made out of like bricks, and he was like, "I'm not drunk," and I had to like, "Come on, Dad," and like fucking fireman carry him, put him in the truck so my mom could take him home. That was fun.
I love that line for someone when people are just gone and it's like, I'm fine, I'm
not drunk, and you're like, the spin is rooming.
Yeah, exactly.
Really, Ossifer.
Right. So, have I ever told you the story where
how my life got twisted?
Rushed, or let's see, I rushed the stage on a strip club. This is not. This is dead ass. You never heard this story?
Like a fantastic story.
Okay.
Kind of.
So,
this
club? Is
which strip club?
Yeah,
it's got to be one around here, right?
It is. Teasers.
Okay. You.
Yeah. So
could have been. You could. No, I would say it could have been worse, but you can't.
What? Oh no! Hold on. Is it
the VU? The one?
It was
the street?
Because no, it wasn't the VU. It was Teasers. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Because it's either the men's club or it was either Teasers.
I think it was Teasers at the time. It was Teasers when we were younger. So.
Anyways, it was a strip club. It doesn't matter which one.
Yeah, it was a strip club.
No, a strip club.
We're not.
So yeah,
and we
what
know
are we doing?
And if you're listening, and we know you are. Go ahead.
That's the strip club fucking owner. So this time it's my brother's birthday, and at this time it was, oh man, I couldn't even tell you how many years. It was over. I think it was about 7 years ago. And at the time, my brother worked part-time at the strip club as a doorman. So when you have a birthday as a doorman at a strip club, apparently, if you go celebrate at that said strip club, you get a big like event thing, right? And you get to go up on stage while all the dancers go up all over you. So before that, we go to a bunch. We've already been drinking all night. We've been to a bunch of bars everywhere. I just got fucking done like dealing with my
stuff.
Yeah, stuff. My fiance cheating on me, this and that and the other. So like my fucking head's just all over. And so I really wasn't even aiming to like the party.
As much as the story progresses, all I'm thinking of is like a visual.
Of you, yeah,
running towards a
This is literally the one time I like. This is not like me as a person. This is the what like anybody you talk that knows me will be like, I don't know what the fuck happened to him that night, but it was awesome. So we're at there and we're hanging out for a while, and I'm just like, whatever, I'm ready to fucking go home at this point. I'm tired. I don't care. I've never been a strip club guy, to be honest. I've gotten lap dances and this and that, and I'm just like, I mean, it's nice. Yeah. So at this point, I'm just ready to go home. But it's my brother's birthday. He's having a great time. He knows everybody there. He's talking to the DJ, this and that and the other. Well, all of a sudden, DJ starts announcing. He's like, "Hey, we got Michael Carpenter in the house," and everybody's like, "Woo!" And they like, "Hey, for his birthday, he's gonna have to come up on stage." And my brother, who's married at the time, and his wife was a dancer and everything too, so like she got the whole thing, anyways.
Yeah.
He goes up on stage. He already knows what's gonna happen, and they're like, and I had no clue what the fuck was going on. I was just like, whatever. And so I'm like watching him go on stage. I'm like, what the hell is he gonna do? Like what? So then like, okay, and they bring out like a lounge chair thing, like one of those fucking yard
kickback ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets on the table, and all the dancers go up on stage. So then the song starts, and they start doing their thing. Well, my sister-in-law turns to me, and she's like, "You should go kick him out of that chair." And I'm like, "Okay." And by the way, I've already mentioned this, but my brother's half black, so he has dark skin. He's a black guy to anybody that sees him on the street, and he's bald. and he's a doorman at the fucking strip club at the time. This fucking little short white dude that's chubby as fuck and has giant glasses. I don't really look like him. You cannot tell resemblances. So my sister says that, and she's messing. She's straight to joke. I'm pretty sure she was just joking. Had no intention of me actually doing it. Well, in my head, I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
She works here. She told me to do it. Fuck it.
And she didn't work there at the time. I think she was.
Oh, okay.
It was a while ago before she used to do that, but so yeah, I get up and I jump up on stage. And I go up to Michael, and literally as I'm going, he looks at me and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I grab his arm and I pull him up. And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here! This is my dance." And he's just laughing at this point. He's like, "What the fuck, really?" And I pushed, I didn't push him, but I like shove him, and he goes off the stage. At this point, I get onto the chair and I lay down and I get on the chair like this. All this, literally, I swear to God, there are 8 topless women standing around with the most freaked out looks on their face. All of them are like
horrified.
What the fuck is going on? DJ stops the music. DJ literally over. He's like, he literally goes, "What the fuck is going on? Security!" And my brother is trying to stop. Like, he's like, no. It's like, it's good. There was 4 fucking bouncers like running at me. Well, I'm just sitting on the chair. They were like about to literally fuck me up.
Yeah.
And my brother had to stop him, like stop everything. He's like, it's good, just go. And he's like, okay, so I guess Mike says that this is
okay. His brother?
They start the song again, and literally as they're doing their dance on me, like all 8 of them, they're fucking just titties everywhere, and they're literally talking to like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, it's just like, and they just
how are they doing that again? Can you show me?
That's the noise they make, you know. You ever got a lap dance? Come on now.
Nobody makes that noise, Dan.
Yes, they do. Absolutely. 100%.
Where?
At any strip club, you get a lap dance, you pay for one, I guarantee you, the sound that comes out of their mouth will be that.
No. I've been to strip clubs. A few of them. Yeah, what are they?
Yeah, I'm just going to say, like,
what are they,
no,
cows?
like, I'm just...
Well, actually, strip clubs around here, you'd be very surprised.
No, stop. Rude.
I said what I said. I mean,
so yeah, so that whole situation happened, and yeah, I just got a lap dance with like 8 strangers, and they literally had a conversation about who the fuck is this guy while their boobs were in my face. Like, they were like,
I mean, do you care? You got boobs in your face.
No, I absolutely didn't care. I was drunk as fuck too. Literally just like drowning in them. So that was the time that, and yeah, I mean, I definitely should have gotten kicked out. I think my brother had to like literally stop, like physically stop them. Like, they were not gonna stop. They had no clue. They had no clue that we were brothers. Like, they literally thought I was some strange fucking drunk dude kicking out an actual doorman from his birthday dance.
They're like, we're about to fuck him up.
Oh yeah. And I had no, like, at this point, like, I didn't know that shit was going on because I was just like, I was just anxious about doing it. Like, it was like, I don't do shit like that. So when I did it, I just started getting fucking really like, so I'm like, and I'm trying not to like act scared. So I'm just like sitting there like this, like smiling. And afterwards, my brother was like, you have no idea what almost happened to you. Like, that was insane. So, yep. Now I hardly ever get drunk. I don't barely drink. I'll have a Modelo here and there.
Is that like tied to each other?
Is a big one. No. I mean, I just don't. I just don't like socialize anymore a whole lot. Honestly.
Stop it. What are you drinking now?
I'm just drinking a Fresca. Sparkling soda water. Did you just roll your eyes?
No, I itched them.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah.
That's what the strippers do too. They itch their eyes and go.
Sorry.
You ever go? You do the strip club scene ever back when you were?
I have gone probably a handful of times.
Yeah, it's been
more
like
recently.
3.
More recently, when I lived in Tennessee, you know Jordan Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've gone together. We went. His wife, me, my wife, him. Like we've all gone together. We go, but we don't. We haven't gone in. Actually, I think they just went the other day. I'm jealous as fuck because the strip club that we went to was in Huntsville, Alabama. That motherfucker is nice.
Is it?
Nice.
You ever see some crazy ass fucking dancer do some crazy shit on the pool, like in IRL?
The night that we were there, we had some. They had like a porn star who used to be a stripper, and she was like the special guest. So like she was like freaking out on the poles and doing all good shit. We sat up in VIP. We didn't. It was just we don't go just for like the women, I guess you could say. We go to hang out, and then the women are just a plus. So like,
right.
But my wife and his wife, like they went down to the main stage and they sat there. My wife got like a lap dance from the girl, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Well, on our way out, I fucked up. Not really fuck up, but I went and I was like, hey, I gotta stop at the ATM. She's like, okay, just get like $100. Well, walked out and I got 300, and because it was gonna be a good night. So I was like, here, I just gave all the money to my wife. I was like, because I am not just gonna go up and be like, I'm paying for a lap dance. I just I don't know. Like I will pay a dancer for her time while she's on stage, but I am not like. I don't need a lap dance, I guess you could say. Like I know I don't want to say that I'm not into it because it is nice, but I don't go there and seek it out. So I gave the money to my wife. I'm like, do whatever you want. Like you can get a lap dance. We can both get lap dances, whatever it is you want to do, which is what we're doing. So we ended up leaving. We were like, okay, it's 1:00 in the morning. Some of us are fairly intoxicated. We're just gonna head out. What my wife does is, unbeknownst to her, I didn't tell her that I got $300. She thought it was just a lot of ones. So I think at the time we had spent like $150, and she didn't know. She just realized that the money didn't run out, and she was like, "Watch this!" And it was like a wadded up ones. No. And we're walking out past the main stage, and she just yeets $150 of ones into the air onto the stripper on stage, and like I'm behind her watching this happen, and I'm mid cry. Like you just threw $150 that was going to go back into the bank account.
What did she? Was she pissed at herself for doing that?
Okay. She threw that shit up, and everybody around the stage was like, yeah. The stripper was like, fuck you, thank you, blah. You know, the whole nine. Even some little ladies in the corner, she was like, damn. You know, it was just a fuck. She made it rain. And she got out and she's like, that looked like a lot of money. I was like, that was $150. She was like, can't take it with you. And I was like, you bitch, like you're not even working right now. It's all my money. Like
oh, that's funny. That was cool looking.
It was cool. I would do it again. Like, you know, but that we did that at that club. Like it was a really nice club. You paid for VIP. The VIP is like $5. Like they didn't really care. You went up on stage. They had the big main stage downstairs. The dancers just alternated from VIP to main stage. So it was just a good night. But like around here, I wouldn't go. Like I want to go down to Detroit or something like that to a good one. Like man, that type of thing.
They make so much money too.
I don't follow, like on my page on TikTok. They'll be like a week of stripper money, and then they'll make like $4,000, and I'm like, oh, here I am building service bodies for the military to get blown up, and I make way fucking less than that. Not even a quarter.
Not that.
Yeah, I make not that.
My
I mean, respect to the
my
strippers.
very
People, but-
first lap dance I got, it was so awkward for me because
yeah,
I'm a
just sitting
nerdy
there.
fucking dude. Anyways, like I was literally like, like Will Ferrell in that fucking movie where he's like, "We'll do my hands."
Yeah, you were like,
It's like I'm
'cause
afraid to
here you
touch
can touch
it,
them,
like-
but in Huntsville where we're at, you can touch them.
Well, the thing is like you're not supposed to touch them unless they like
Put
take
your hand,
and
yeah.
which is good for me because I didn't. And then she was like, "Motherfucker, touch my ass," and then I was like, "Oh, I can do that now." Which apparently that is how you're supposed to do it. So apparently I did okay.
Yeah.
But I was I was so awkward, just like breathing heavy, like.
Yeah, especially with your deviated septum, you're like
It drowned out the
yes, yeah, and the music in the background, she's sitting there twerking her to your breath. You're like, and she's like,
It was like a freaking zoo.
yeah, she's like, what? You're in a fucking petting zoo, get a goddamn lap dance.
It was a goat and a cow.
Let's pet the cow.
God damn it. Have you ever, when's the last time you went to a zoo?
When I went to Disney World, would you count that as a zoo? Animal?
Is that a zoo? There's a zoo
Yeah,
there?
yeah. They have animal preserves.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if
yeah.
you count that as a zoo.
for sure.
Yeah, so we go there. Probably the last.
That's got to be like such a nice one, though.
The safari rides are so nice. Zebras,
Oh,
lions,
shit.
and they're all just together. Like if that lion
Yeah.
wanted to go kill that zebra and the giraffes and stuff like that, it could.
Why doesn't it? Oh, wouldn't that be
They're
cool
trained.
to see?
They're bred in captivity, so they know they are taught not to do that.
Do you know that, like, what is it? Is it lions that get a dog in their cage because they like
I've
bond?
heard about that.
Like,
I've heard about that.
like one dog to one lion or something.
I've heard about that.
That's crazy. And like,
It's
they're just,
insane,
why?
yeah.
Why don't they eat them? And they're like, yeah, no, they're like best friends.
Yeah,
I guess it's what is it with the mating or something? I don't know.
I've only seen it. I've never really actually like invested.
Yeah,
into it.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Same. No, I went to there's a small ass zoo in like I think it's in Frankenmuth.
Yeah,
Have you- Well, I went to that one, and the last time it was forever ago.
yeah.
But it was such a crappy zoo. Like you felt bad. Like you just see the animals and they're just like
I
sad
hate
and
zoos.
like.
Absolutely hate them.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like I just like it was just like so run down, and I'm like nobody like takes care. I mean, I can see like Animal Kingdom or whatever. Like those animals are fucking taken care of.
Oh
They're
yeah,
nice. They're not like
in small cages.
best lives ever.
Yeah, like the safari ride and stuff like that. It's a literal like they have miles that they can walk through. They just go like we'll be in the trucks driving. They'll be like, oh, there's a rhinoceros crossing the road. We're just gonna have to stop here because they just walk around.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's
It's
cool.
very like it's scary and good at the same time. Like they were like from trip to trip, you never know what's gonna happen.
Do you have to like sign a thing?
Nope.
You have to sign a waiver. Like
I
what
think
if
you
a
do
lion
when
just
you
goes
accept
off?
the fact that you're buying tickets. Like if you
It's
get
like
hurt,
in the fine print.
yeah, if you get hurt here, there's nothing that we're gonna do about it type thing. But
Yeah.
I've never physically signed anything, so
Man, I had to sign like waivers to like go to the VR arcade with my
I bet.
son because he was not under 18.
when you gonna go to Disney?
We planned on actually going the end of. We were gonna go Christmas time.
Ooh,
Now
no.
I think it's gonna be next spring is gonna be when the next big family trip to Florida, and I think we're gonna do Disney, which will be my first time since I was a baby, where
You're
I
gonna
don't
cry.
remember, and it'll be all of my kids' first time, and like I'm talking, they're old.
You're gonna
older.
Cry. You're gonna cry.
I'm
I
gonna
cry.
cry.
Yeah, no, I cry every time I go.
At what part?
Everything.
Like
It
you
is
just-
it is
everything?
such a overwhelming experience in a good way. Like
Yeah.
as long as you're okay with crowds, because it is crowded. But if it is such a rush of goodness that it will like I have cried. But we're watching. Mostly, it's because you're gonna have your kids there. because
oh yeah,
like when
yeah.
you the expression on their face when they see one of their favorite characters, the expression on their face when they see a ride, the expression on their face when they see an animal, the expression on their face when they watch the fireworks at night. Legitimate, like what they do is at every night they have a fireworks show, and what they do is they have a projector that projects on Cinderella's castle, and it is like a time lapse from Steamboat Willie to like new Disney movies, and they just go through the process of
wow,
how just Disney, they have characters talking, that type of thing, and it's just so well put together. And like I got emotional because like I'm watching stuff that came out when we were young, and
like
then
the nostalgia and everything.
the nostalgia made me emotional. I'm like, I could die tomorrow because I'm getting old. Like it made me like it. You know how you have those like your life. What happened? What do they say happens right before you die? Your life flashes before your eyes.
Yeah.
Every single time I sat there and watched those fireworks, my life was flashing before my eyes. Everything that it and I've been to Disney probably 6 times within the past 10 years. So every single time I go, my life flashes before my eyes, and I think about like, and I like my regrets show themselves, my things that I wish I should have that I should have done as a child, as a teenager, as a young adult. Now my kids growing up, I mean, my wife's there, she's all right, I guess, but like my kids growing up, my kids seeing this, the fact that they're not young anymore, the fact that my 10-year-old is in 5th grade, like everything completely just engulfs you. And then as you're watching the fireworks literally like stick its hands in there and prise everything off you, and you can watch the show. It is so overwhelming, and it is the greatest feeling on earth. When they say that Disney World is the greatest place on earth, they are not exaggerating. For one, it will completely obliterate your butt cheeks with how much things cost. 2, it is so much fun that if I could go every day, I would.
Yeah,
but I couldn't spend $1,000 a day, but you know,
it's we were planning for a while, and we ended up saying let's just go next spring. I think next spring is going to be
you need to,
and it's going to be like everyone, because my brother and their family.
I know somebody that works for them that can set you up.
Yeah, trust me, I know. I'll be getting a hold. I'll be letting you know. My brother and them, that like he's got 4 kids, and well, he's got 3 kids and a stepkid. But they go like they've been like the last 3 years. I think they've been the last 3 years 3 times. So they go all a lot, like you. And I just haven't been able to because it's been I think a year since I got custody of the kids, and they weren't around before then. So.
It would be the greatest time of your life. There's just nothing. There's just nothing that'll compare to it.
I'm excited for it because, like I said, I haven't done nothing like that. I haven't been there since I was literally a baby, and I don't remember.
If you don't ride Flight of the Passage 17 times,
17 times, it has to be 17.
It can't be 18. That single ride, and I don't do roller coasters, but that ride alone is the greatest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Aside from like family shit. And I'm not talking about a ride. It is the greatest thing I have ever done in my entire life. That overwhelmed me because you legitimately walk into a chamber, you put your shit on a rack behind you, and you sit down on this motorcycle-like looking thing. The whole premise of the ride is you are attaching yourself to the Neuralink, and you're going to become an avatar. So what you do is you sit down on this thing, a back piece comes up, so it hits you in the back, and it locks your back, and then a leg piece comes up, and it locks your legs in. I'm not going to tell you. Do you want me to spoil it for you? Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. You feel yourself rise up. The floor drops out from underneath you. You are in probably a 6 to 10 story building, and the floor just completely goes away. So if you look down, you can't see the bottom because it is so dark. In front of you is Pandora. However they do it, it is a gigantic screen, and You are on the back of a banshee. You can feel the breathing between your legs. You can feel the wings flap as you fly. You can feel the entire... I just need you to study. I just need you to make sure that you know what everything is. If you know what all of that is and you are confident in your test tomorrow, then you're good to go. But if you fail it... Tommy and my 10-year-old talk to each other, by the way. Yeah, so... Sure. A lot of people with kids would be like, oh my God. People without kids would be like, oh my God, why is he talking to the kid? Like, yeah, have kids. Fucking have kids. You'll fucking duct tape 100%. But anyways, like you literally legitimately fly through Pandora. When you kind of go through a waterfall, you get sprayed in the face by some mist. Like you can't even really tell, but you can feel it. You smell the dirt, you smell the trees, you smell the flowers, you smell like it's just... It's genuinely beautiful. It is the greatest thing that you'll ever do. Awesome. It's amazing.
Now, isn't there like, how many parks are in one? Isn't it like 5 or something?
No, it's not in one. They're all separate parks.
They're all separate parks.
So you have the Magic Kingdom
in the same area.
You have the Magic Kingdom. You have Epcot. You have Hollywood Studios. You have Animal Kingdom, and then you have like Disney Springs, but that's more of a... It's a park and it has some things, but that's more of like a shopping experience. Like you get...
Now, does this one have the Harry Potter?
No, that's Florida, and that's not even Disney. That's Universal Studios.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna go with my wife one day. Like we were gonna take a weekend there, but they split Harry Potter World to 2 parks, so it forces you to buy 2 tickets. So between the both of us, it's like with flights just for a weekend, it was like $1,000.
Oh
yeah, so I was like, pass.
Right.
So
it's gonna be so much. Oh my gosh, I don't even think we're gonna fly either. I think we're literally gonna drive.
That's terrible, man. I would never recommend anybody do that. But
I've done it so many times.
Nope. Mm-mm. But I think we talked about it before at work. Like the week I was there, we went from like hypothetically like a Monday to a Saturday. That's 6 days just in parks we spent, and it's not including flight. It's not including room. It's not including tickets.
Nothing.
I spent $3,000. What's gonna get you?
Making me
gonna get you is the food. So you're gonna want to include, if you're going for a long period of time, you're gonna want to include the dining plan, which is a little extra money, but it'll save you money because if you do a character meet, one time we went. This wasn't my trip that I just went to. It was when I first started, when I started working at our work, and I was on the one line with Justin. We went to a character meet, and all it was princesses dancing around tables, and they would occasionally stop by and do a picture. For me, my wife, and my 2 kids. Because
now, was it always like that, or was it just now because it was been happening?
It was like that before, because when I went last time, COVID wasn't a thing. So this was over a year ago.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
So they would come by and do the thing. That breakfast was $329 just for breakfast.
What was that first number?
329.
300.
300. Because it was called a character meet and greet, and all they would do was dance around the tables, come up and take a picture.
So not recommended. Okay, got it.
Yes, if you have the dining plans, because it's covered. You'd need to.
Okay.
Yeah. You can like if you go through my wife, she'll help you schedule it out. But like if you want to do like we went to Beauty and the Beast, you actually go in the castle and you get to eat. Like they have the whole place designed like the castle, the Beast Castle. That was that right there was like $275.
Yeah, but dude, that would be so cool. That's awesome.
It's okay. Yeah, I mean it's okay. The food was kind of mediocre. That type of thing.
Oh, the food wasn't good.
It was it was good. What set it up for me is that like I ordered a soup, and apparently it was like a fish soup, which it sounded really really good. But what it ended up tasting like was they went out back to the pond and caught the fish and put it in there. It tasted like pond fish. You know that smell when you pick up a fish out of a pond. You know that? That's what it tasted like.
Oh.
So it turned me off, like really bad. So the whole meal was just like ruined for me after that personally. But everybody else enjoyed it. But I guess it just depends on what you order. Like the breakfast thing was just a buffet of like eggs and waffles and pancakes and shit like that. So
Well, back at the end of July, I took Xavier for the first time to Cedar Point for his birthday.
I've
We
never
did like
been.
a 2 day. It was like a 2 day, 2 night stay, and it was me, him, and we ended up because he wanted his mom and stepdad to go too, so it ended up being them too. And
Just when you went to Cedar Point?
yeah,
Oh, you didn't pay for
and
them,
we
did
had,
you?
we're not going to talk about that. So anyways,
I love you.
moving on.
Hey, babe.
I love
Hey,
you.
babe.
We ended up getting fast passes for the second day though. So the whole packet we got was, so the first day we get there and it was normal ticket, right? But it was like it was like a Thursday, so it wasn't as busy.
ticket,
And
yeah.
also we actually lucked out because it like thunderstormed the whole way there. Like I'm like, oh my god, it's gonna be like this all day. We're not gonna be able to go to the park today. As soon as we got to the park and everything was set up, it cleared right up. But nobody was there because they're like, it's a nasty day today. Why would we go to Cedar Point? And it cleared up, and by like noon, we have already ridden half the rides without like lines because nobody was there. A lot of them weren't open yet because they just had to. You basically just have to wait for the shit to dry because they're safety. Yeah. But the ones that we were able to just go. And so it was perfect. That day was perfect. And then the next day we got like VIP fast passes to basically where we just cut the line all day. So in the 2 days, so if you go, anybody that's been to Cedar Point with a regular ticket knows that even in 2 days, you're not going to ride all the rides. You're just not. There's like 4 hour waits at times for one. And so we got, with our fast passes, it cuts it down to like maybe 10 minutes at most.
Yeah.
Maybe. On the busiest time, you can go to the busiest ride and wait a half hour, maybe.
With a fast.
So so we were able to just ride all of them, all the new ones that I haven't been able to ride since because I haven't been in so long. But they had like 4 new roller coasters.
Yeah,
I think it was 3 or 4, and I was able to ride all of them multiple times. We just got to do the whole thing. Like he got the whole experience. Fucking beautiful, perfect. He was so excited. He got like blisters like this big on his heel. He was in so much pain for like 3 days after because it just all the while he could barely walk out of that park at the end of the second night. It was bad, but he had such a blast, and I was like, it was so worth it. Okay.
Jeez.
It's all good. I just awkwardly sat here silently. I was like, oh, I probably should talk to someone. I probably should have.
Talk to yourself.
I'm just a weird person sometimes. I didn't even realize I was doing that until like, because it was just like me and you talking, right? And then like you like walked away, so I was like, oh, I'm talking to him.
No, you should have kept talking. You talked to the audience.
I realized I'm like, oh, I'm like on camera and shit, just like
which is surprising because you talk to me like I'm a piece of shit. So why didn't you just talk to anybody else, like, and carry on your conversation?
Anyways,
yeah.
So that was a great trip. It was a good time, and I ended up doing the slingshot with him, which I was so terrified to do. It was so scary. I've always been super scared of that ride.
I'm getting nauseous thinking about it. So
yeah, I was nauseous waiting for the motherfuckers to launch us. I was like, this suck.
Yeah, I don't ride roller coasters, man. I get motion sickness.
Like, have you've tried it and you like? No,
I've tried it. So I've tried at a fair. There's called the Ring of Fire.
Place to start.
There's a Ring of Fire where you start and it just goes like this until it goes to the top and then circles around like this.
Oh, and you got motion sickness from that? Yeah, I would too. I'd throw up.
If I sit in the passenger seat of the car and I'm not driving, I get motion sickness. If I'm driving, I can drive from Michigan to Tennessee to Florida, whatever it is, perfectly fine. But as soon as I sit in the passenger seat, done.
I get like that if I'm doing something that's not looking out at the road. Like if I'm trying to read or if I'm trying to like use my phone or something,
Doesn't matter.
I'll get bad. But if I like am watching the road or just chilling, I'm good.
No, doesn't matter.
You ever how often do you fly? Like you fly every time you go, don't you?
We
Go
haven't. We
anywhere?
didn't when we lived in Tennessee. That's when
Tennessee,
we
yeah.
first really started to go. But I have flown twice to Disney. I think twice, or no, maybe I've flown maybe one to Tennessee, one to. Anyways, this past year, 2020 was my first time ever flying ever anywhere.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I flew like my whole childhood. We flew. My grandma lived in Florida, so we flew to Florida at least once a year. I've also we've drove a bunch. I drove a bunch, within the last 6 years. I've driven at least 3 times to Florida and back.
Nope, never.
And yeah, you've never driven from Michigan to Florida?
I will never drive from Michigan to Florida.
10 out of 10 recommended. I'm joking, it's terrible. Once
Yeah,
you
I
hit
mean,
Ohio, it's just a nightmare.
Yeah, the drive is 24 hours, but 20 of it's driving through Ohio. Ohio is the
I've
worst state to drive through, man.
When I went to Myrtle Beach for one of my vacations, I drove there and back. I did all the driving. Got to Ohio. Ohio was like closed down. I guess it was like half flooded or some shit. It was fucking crazy. It took us most of the night to get through Ohio alone. I
Ohio
was so pissed.
sucks, dude. It's the worst state in the world.
So bad. So bad. Everybody hates Ohio. Even the people in Ohio are like, well, this place is garbage. Ooh. You're muted and I can hear you still.
What'd I say?
Knock it off. Dad voice, knock it off.
Dad voice, knock it off, man. These kids, dude.
Well, it's great because I don't hear him at all. You got some good fucking noise cancellation.
They're not even really being bad. They're just
all over.
Yeah, annoying each other, and then it's making me angry because they're annoying each other. Like, leave each other alone. Go do something, okay?
Yeah, I definitely get that. I've been there. They like to egg each other on, and then they like to get the reaction, and then they sit there and look at you like, "Why are you being mean to me?" Yeah. You're right, man.
Huh?
You're
Dude,
like,
my right eye has been twitching for the past like
has it
3
really
days.
Like a spasm?
Yeah, the top lid's just like,
oh.
I don't know what's wrong with it, man. So I'm gonna wait another day or two, and then I'm gonna WebMD it so it can tell me that I have cancer and I'm gonna die in 30 minutes.
Yeah, sure. I was like, the best plan of action. WebMD. I have a mole on my cheek. You're gonna die.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, I don't WebMD anything like that, so.
I've never used it. I never even went to their website.
WebMD?
Yeah. There's no reason for that. It's not a doctor's for. Trust me, anything you get off the internet medical wise is not going to be either one true because you're either lying to the website itself. It's just not. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get the right answer you want.
No. They like to.
98% of the time, this is like no big deal. And the WebMD is 100% worst case scenario. This is what's going on. As what I've heard, anyways. I don't know. Never used it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I'm apparently boring you to
No, you're not boring
death.
me.
No, you're good.
You're not boring me.
What do you got? You got a topic? I just don't want you to fall asleep because you're literally like,
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I enjoy talking. Nothing new.
Nothing new.
I've been going at it for about 140 hour and 40.
140.
Like that.
Okay.
We don't have to quit. We can just keep bullshitting. I don't know.
No, I'm good with that. I'm not like coming at you,
He doesn't
bro.
want to talk to me anymore, guys. All right, guys. That's
Seriously, you're such a fucking asshole. I love you.
I don't think you do.
I do. I wouldn't do. I would
You
not do
don't
this.
act like
I
it
would,
at work. You
So
actually
what? That's
pissed
work.
me off. Like I
How
was
many
this
times-
close to not doing this today just because of how you think it's okay to talk to me at work. This is like a
You
relationship.
liar.
I swear to God. Swear to God. Swear to God.
Dead ass.
When I walked away and said, "You can talk to yourself tonight on the podcast," I truly meant it. I don't know if you heard me
Wait,
yell
what
that
did
at you. I
no.
don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember what the context
What did
is.
I do?
I don't remember the context behind the conversation, but I was like, I do not enjoy the way he talks to me. I deserve better. He's being a piece of shit and a misogynist pig, and I'm just done. And then I know what that word means, and I just had to throw it out as an insult.
It's
Not
so
the
funny.
fact that you're actually a misogynist pig, but I just felt like this really
How
hurts.
How much is that TJA shirt? Because I want it. I think it's 30, right?
I don't know. You want me?
I was thinking about. I mean, you can. But,
I'll shoot him a text while you keep talking.
yeah, I mean, it's literally on his website. I could probably just look at it. Yeah, it's $30.
You have it pulled up? Jesus Christ, man!
I seen it earlier, and I was like, man, I want one of those.
I got it for free, $99 after 2 years.
I mean, of course.
So,
Wow.
what's for lunch?
I'm still
Tomorrow?
waiting. I'm still waiting on my. Oh, cool. I really like how I can be in the middle of a sentence and you just say that.
I actually was in the middle of my sentence, and then you said,
Still doing it. So this is. I'm waiting for you to just interrupt me again. So this is what you do, and you feel like what I do is bad at work.
What do I do?
What you just this is
The interruption, it was an accidental interruption because technically I was still talking and you were like, and I'm like, you what?
I didn't just say I'm anyways, I'm still waiting on that Chrissy D shirt that I bought.
How long ago
It was
that?
apparent week. I don't even know how many weeks. It's been weeks, man. I guess I think I got it on pre-order, so I'm probably gonna have to wait forever.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait months for that shit.
I know. I just want it.
Chrissy T-search, Chrissy delays.
Chrissy delays. I'm calling him out on that shit. I'm gonna tweet him that.
Clip it, Gus.
Clip it. No, I want that. I want to get a TJA shirt because I love that. Stay real, stay true. That's cool.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
yeah. And
Is
he's
there
got
anything in the
wristbands
back, or
too,
is it
so
just this?
he's got wristbands. This isn't it, but I'm gonna be getting some wristbands. So
I can't stand things on my wrist. I know you always have those.
I have. It's a weird thing with me. I like my two arms. My right arm is going to be everything that I like. Okay, it's weird. Just don't listen. It's gonna be everything I like. I want a sleeve tattoo, and it's going to be like of anime. Every anime that I love. Everything that's like done anything changed my life. The stuff on my wrists is the Till Valhalla project. Hold on, the Till Valhalla project.
Oh yeah,
Raises awareness for veteran suicide, 22 a day type.
Have you done that? Where you do like the 22 push-ups a day or something?
Fuck no, I can't do push-ups.
Isn't that what it is though?
No, 22 a day.
I know
is,
Tim was doing it.
22 a day. Yeah, you can do that to raise awareness, but 22 a day is the average of how many veterans kill themselves a day. So
yeah,
exactly. But no, this right here, I actually like supported the campaign, bought a T-shirt, all that stuff. Got the dog tags here. It says right there. No, right there, the 22 a day and like all that stuff. And then like my left arm is family. So my daughter gave me this one. She just randomly put it on my wrist one day about a year and a half ago, and I haven't taken it off. It says BFF. Never took it off. This one right here is suicide awareness. Yeah, never took it off. Suicide awareness for my little cousin. With that bracelet right there, it was about to break, so I took it off. I haven't taken it off in like 2 years, but it has a little rip in it. It's for suicide awareness because he took his own life when he was. Why does my camera look like this? 18.
I don't know.
Does it look like shit?
Oh man, I mean, for me it does. I don't know if it's because of my Wi-Fi or not.
Stream? Does it? Am I lagging?
It kind of goes in and out for me a little bit, but I don't know.
It's a fucking $800 camera. It better stop going in and out.
Well, I honestly, I don't know.
Right. Fuck it. Maybe it's just Discord.
Your
It's
stream
probably
is
Discord.
private.
Yeah, it's probably Discord.
Okay,
so.
gotcha.
But
yeah, I can't stand like things on my like. What if you go to like the hospital or something? You get those like wrist things. You just keep those on for months, and you're like, it doesn't bother me.
Oh, you would do that
like,
for like a social status. A social status. Same thing with like park wristbands. You keep them on for like months and months and months on end. I used to do that because I always forgot to take them off because
you just always had shit.
Yeah, I always have stuff on my wrist, so they'll be like, yeah. So I'm gonna get a TJA1 because that motherfucker's family. I'm gonna put that over here. I got to get another one of them, and then these are probably gonna be the only two on my wrist on that side. So something that I stand for and love over here. So I don't know. It's weird, and it's weird. The only connection I have with like this on my wrist right here is just the podcast that I listen to.
What are you listening, or what are you drinking right now?
Something that'll never get you drunk, but it tastes amazing. Michelob Ultra Infusions,
Ultra.
Prickly Pear Cactus.
Oh,
and lime.
Yeah, okay, I've seen.
You could drink like 8 of these, but there's only 4% alcohol in this.
4%.
Yeah, so
yeah, it's like a. What are they called?
Tell Dan Paisley says hi.
What up, Paisley? Ryan, come to my stream, mother.
Yeah, everybody go to his stream. What the fuck? Go follow his stream. All self-promotion.
I don't even think he knows that I do that. I literally put it on Facebook. I don't know what's wrong with that boy.
Go to his stream and follow his stream, guys. I don't have anybody in my stream either, so they don't watch me when I do podcasts. So.
Oh.
Nah, I don't care, man. It's
they don't.
Yeah,
I literally don't have a clue. I don't have numbers on or nothing. It's just the screen, me and you.
I only have numbers on right now because my stream labs is over here on this monitor. So if somebody were to comment, I would have to go like this. And I don't really want to have a conversation like this when my camera and you are over here. So I have Twitch, the website, on my second PC, right here on my middle one. So you can't hide the numbers on the website. So, but
yeah, I have one monitor, so I have to push a button just to look at chat. And then it shows up on my stream, and it's like, oh, weird.
So, but all right, dude. No, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. You had another topic. Go ahead. No rush. I think you have somebody calling you though.
Do I?
Above you. No, they're gone.
I told.
You're good. You're good.
I told them all. I was like, "Hey, I'm doing a fucking podcast. So don't come downstairs. I'll come upstairs when I'm done."
Hey, don't fucking come downstairs.
They're right at the top of the stairs, like
they're like,
"What is he
Dad?"
doing?" No, I really didn't have shit to say. I don't even remember what I was going to say. We can end it if you want.
No, that's fine.
Well, I mean, I have literally nothing else to talk about.
Then fine.
Except for my big ass fucking forehead.
Yeah, I got it. All right, dude. Fuck it. I'll see you tomorrow then. All right. At 6 a.m.
Sounds good. All right. Oh, hey, I do have something. Yeah. So I want everybody that's watching, all 3 people,
get ready to hang up the call. Go ahead.
Go to Crowded Oyster on TikTok and follow me. I'm doing a competition with my son.
Give me your TikTok link. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
I don't know how to do that.
I'll do it right now.
Do it for me.
I'll do it now.
Gus, where you at?
Because I follow. I can't see my followers. Crowd CROWD Crowded Oyster.
Yeah. And then Crowded Oyster
followers.
Gaming is iStream.
You need to get a profile. You have 8 followers.
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking whoring myself out.
And 182 views.
I want to do random shit with my dog, so that'll get it. You want to see my doggo? Follow me.
There, I posted it on your stream and mine.
Okay. Nice. Thanks, man.
Got you. All right, man.
All right. See
Yeah, see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Get some sleep.
all right. Bye.